Alright, vlog. I have never ever made a video like this before, but my Serpentine belt is gone.
Wow, man. Damn.
And I mean that in a literal sense. It's not even physically there. That is crazy. It must have fell off on one of my highway runs. I literally went on a highway run like 2 this morning. I don't know what happened, but check this out. Alright, vlog. Gotta go inside the hypermobile for just a quick second. Still got the nosy neighbors around here. Yep, she's watching whatever I do because she's a predator like that. So, long story short. So yeah, the Serpentine belt fell off. I do not distinctly remember that falling off. But what I do remember is I got these Ford Tauruses, and I think a lot of these Fords have these electronical lights that come on here. Have a battery light that'll come on. It'll say check battery system, if I'm correct. I mean, I could try starting it. I'm not sure this thing will start without that belt, but no, it starts right up. Okay, yep. Car starts up, but watch what happens. I'm still able to rev it and stuff. Yeah, but I don't know. What? Just give it a second, guys. The battery light will come on in a second. Yep, there it is. No, sorry. It says check charging system. Yep, there it is. Yep. So right now, guys, I have absolutely no Serpentine belt in this car right now. Let's see how it's actually spinning without the belt. I have never seen this before, guys. That is crazy. Wow, that is insane. I have never seen that before. Yep. Time for a new Serpentine belt. I don't know how much that's gonna cost, but no more Serpentine belt. Yeah, guys, that's unfortunate that actually happened. I never thought that would ever happen to me, bro. That is the first time that has ever happened. I'm sorry, the video's not too clear. This stuff's in the way. You guys clearly can see the Serpentine belt's not there. So, I don't know, guys. My best bet is I take it back to the guy that put this new motor in for me. He can do this for me. It's my tuner's friend. So, and honestly, guys, it's obvious. It fell off while I was driving. This had to happen within the last 2 days. But wow, that's probably no wonder why the belt was making that squeaking sound, because it probably was already done for. Well, I guess it makes sense now. I must have been driving so fast with this thing on the highway, it just probably fell right off. But don't worry, we'll get this fixed, guys. Don't worry about it. And that's also the reason why the charging system light came on my dashboard, because the alternator wasn't charging the battery. So it's not the battery, it's not the alternator. I got to get a new Serpentine belt because it's clearly, obviously not there. So. Alright, vlog, gonna keep this one short. Haven't driven the hypermobile in literally like 3 days, 4 days, I think. But because what happened, my belt fell off. You guys can clearly see it's still not there clearly, obviously. I'm gonna put the battery back and go for a quick drive. I can't be out long, otherwise the battery will die. I'm gonna pick up a new, a new Serpentine belt tomorrow. And yeah, so first I'm gonna grab the battery, because it's been charging for the past like 3 days. Alright, vlog, just got the battery in there, just gotta tighten it up now. Unfortunately, I damaged a little bit of the plastic here, because the battery, I put the battery there and it slipped a bit there, so. Can't do anything mechanical without damage anything. That's the worst part about doing mechanical stuff. Can't do anything mechanical without damaging anything, but I gotta tighten this up and we'll be all set, so I'll catch you guys once I get this thing tightened up. Alright, vlog, she's all set. Like I said, I'll have to put her to charge once I get back home later on. Battery ain't gonna last long without a Serpentine belt. And I did get stuck at the end of my driveway literally a couple nights ago, so shout out to my mom for helping me jumpstart the car. Literally got stuck going about maybe a couple feet off the public road onto my driveway is where I got stuck on, so hopefully that doesn't happen again tonight. But maybe I'll do that for another video just so I can have it on video, because I never got it on video a couple nights ago when I got stuck, so. Because literally every light in this car went black. I literally drove blacked out a couple days ago when this thing was running out of juice in the battery, literally. Yeah, I'm crazy like that, so. We're gonna give her a nice cold start now. Alright, vlog, this is a cold start literally like after like 3-4 days of sitting without a charged battery. And now this is with a charged battery. Yo, I literally just realized my exhaust sounds different because the exhaust tip is literally hanging. That's from all the rust. Yeah, that's aggressive as hell. But I just noticed my exhaust sounds different. Now I see why. Because the exhaust tip is broken.
Damn.
Oh wow, I wonder when that happened. I know it's rusty, that I do know. That's all the rust from all the salt up here in the wintertime. Oh man, that's not good. Yeah, I see why. It's all the rust. Yeah. Great, more broken things to fix. Hopefully my tip doesn't fall off. Alright, what's up vlog? I just got back to the house after a short little drive. So the battery did not die on me, thank God. But I gotta show you guys this. So you guys know when I said my car died on me at the end of the driveway a couple nights ago? Well, that happened at 176,000 miles. What also happened at that mileage as well too was my belt falling off the those, what do you call it? It fell off the belt tensioners, or the where they go on, like the crankcase there, the AC compressor, and then the alternator as well too. So I see my mom just got back home too. But yeah, so this all happened just around the 176,000 mile mark, literally. So I got to pick up a new belt tomorrow. All right, vlog. It's getting kind of dark out here. I don't know if you guys can see me well, but got to take the battery off again. So let me get a little bit of light in here. There we go. Yeah, so catch you guys once I get this thing off and put it back to charge. All right, vlog. Battery's out. Yeah, I know it's dirty in there. Car's dark once again. It's not a feeling I like at all. Honestly, it breaks my heart just seeing it dark like this. But I have to get a new Serpentine belt. I'm gonna get it tomorrow. I'll put it on. And after that, she should be good to go after that. Hopefully it's no more than $100 because I don't got much money left, so I'm already broke. And yes, I lost my money options trading again, so. But we'll worry about that some other time. Battery's got to be put to charge now. Put my stuff away. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the morning when I go get that Serpentine belt. All right, vlog. You guys can't see the hypermobile, but it's over there where I'm pointing at over there. We're gonna go put the battery to charge right now and see how much battery I actually killed on my way to and from. So let's check it out. All right, vlog. I gotta plug this back in. So give me just 1 second. All right, that's plugged in. Now, let's see how much battery I killed. Negative there. Positive here. That's how much battery I killed. Low alternation. 87% battery, so it looks like I left here with 95% battery. It actually was at 100, but then when I put it back on here, it went to 95. Now it's going between 87 and 89 now. Yep, see? Yeah, that's what it looks like. This will look good if you guys are watching this at nighttime. This will look awesome in your room, especially if it's nice and dark. Alright, so we're going to put this to charge for the morning. Set it to rapid charge, which is the fastest charge. Which is basically, it charges the fastest. 87, so it's 13% more until it's 100. So I'll catch you guys in the morning once I get all this stuff and I get the new Serpentine belt. Literally, my dad spilled oil all over this damn thing. Crazy. Alright, vlog, it's literally the next morning. Currently I'm using the dead cat mic, so that way the audio sounds a lot better. It's a lot easier than holding the Rode Wireless Me mics. Right now the battery's already charged, so I don't mind the golfing stuff. That's my sister. That's my sister that likes to golf. So, yeah, so battery's already charged. Right now, gonna go open up the hood to the car, and I gotta go to the auto parts store and get another Serpentine belt. So let's do it. All right, vlog. Battery is in right now, so I'll catch you guys once I get this thing all tightened up and everything. Alright, vlog, after like a grueling 15-20 minutes, I don't know how long it's been. I lost one of the nuts to hold the battery. Right there, so it is what it is, I guess. It fell somewhere on the starter on top of the transmission, I don't know. So now we're going to give it a cold start and head to the auto store. vlog. Just got to Vance Auto Parts. Got here without the battery dying, surprisingly. So, yeah. Let's go pick up a new Serpentine belt and I guess get this done, because without that Serpentine belt, I'm gonna have a dead battery. So, let's go pick one up. Alright, vlog. Just got out of AutoZone, or sorry, Vance Auto Parts. I don't know why I keep calling it AutoZone.
Dumbass motherfucker.
So just got the belts. Now I don't think the Ford Tauruses have a separate belt for like the water pump and stuff, as far as I know. This is a for the main stuff like the compressor. Well, duh. The air AC compressor and the if I'm correct, I think it's the crankshaft. I think it was, yeah. Duh. But it should be one belt. That's all. I don't think I need the extra belt. I might have to come back and return this. But we're gonna go home and try to install this right here, this one right here, the main one. So let's give it a shot. Let's get back to my house. All right, vlog. Just got back to home base. Got my belts. One's for the water pump. I don't think I'm gonna need this, to be honest. I might have to return this one. What I'm gonna need is obviously the main belt, the big one. So right now, what I gotta do is I gotta unbolt the coolant reservoir before I have space to get to the area to put the belt on. So as you guys can see, like right there, I need to take that out right here where my finger's at, that bolt. The bolt that's over here, you guys can't really see it. Yeah, it's right there, yep. And then I need to get my hand in there. The tensioner's right over here. I'm probably not gonna need any new tensioners because this motor is, it's not a new motor, it's a junkyard motor, but it should be fine. But I'm gonna try to do this stuff right now. I'll probably leave the battery as it is right now, so I'll catch you guys once I can get some stuff removed here. Alright, vlog, so this is going to be the first attempt of do-it-yourself replacing a Serpentine belt on a 2015 Ford Taurus Limited. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'll catch you guys once I can get the big belt put on. The small belt I'm not going to need, I know that. Alright, vlog, just to have space, I had to take the AC coolant line off, right, as you guys can see right there. Had to unbolt it. The bolt's right over there. So yeah, I should have more space now. If not, I might have to take the coolant reservoir off, but I'll keep you guys updated. I'll keep you guys updated on what I got to do here. Whoops, forgot to hit the record button. All right, vlog. So I just took off the tensioner. Yes, sir. Now, next step is to put that belt in between the three wheels there, and then put the tensioner right back on. So I'll catch you guys once I get that belt put on. Yeah, basically vlog, all I had to do was unscrew 3 8mm bolts and the tensioner came off. So I'll catch you guys once I get that belt put on. Alright boys, the belt's on. Next step, the tensioner goes on. So if you guys want to see my work, see? If you guys ever own a Ford Taurus, anything from I think 2011 or anything from 2013 up, the Gen 6 Ford Taurus, if you guys own the Limited, the 3.5 liter motor, you guys don't have to unbolt the coolant reservoir. This can stay in place. All you're gonna have to remove literally is take off the AC compressor line, which is right here. You're gonna have to remove that. That's a 13mm bolt right there. And then after that, take your tensioner off for your belt. And after that, you're good to go to put your belt in. If you guys ever need to replace a belt on a 2015 Ford Taurus Limited. But this goes from 2013 up to 2019, just letting you guys know that. So with that being said, let's put that tensioner back on and let's call it a day. Alright vlog. After literally like probably 3.5, maybe 4 hours of wrenching, I finally got that damn belt on. And it was a pain in the ass. I did not know I had to keep the tensioner on there and use that as my bender to bend the rubber belt to get it in there. Finally it's in there. Now we just got to reconnect the AC line, the compressor line or whatever, and after that should be it. So now it's just the AC compressor line, if you guys couldn't hear me because I'm using a dead cat mic. So I just got to put this piece back in if I can get it out. Yep, got it out. This is the last piece that needs to go in. And then it's all set to start up. Alright vlog, literally just got done putting the 13mm back on. It's all set. Yep. Now put all this stuff away and start it up. So, all right, vlog. Let's actually start up the hypermobile. Let's get that belt going. That belt, I might just do a burnout now. That is how you do a proper belt change on a 2015 Ford Taurus Limited. That shit looks sexy as hell. Yes, sir.